Welcome to Biz Wire. I'm Joseph Nordstrom in Beijing. As the United States prepares its exit from Afghanistan following 13 years in the country, there are signs that China has stepped up its official and corporate presence across the war-torn country. The Chinese Premier Keqiang is in Pakistan, and in addition to issues of trade, security in Afghanistan will be on the agenda. China had been reluctant to get involved, but foreign policy watchers see greater engagement with the Afghan government. I'll call it enlightened self-interest, but Beijing, as part of an Afghan policy that suits its strategic and business interests, has been interacting with various Afghan lobbies, discreetly reaching out to Northern Alliance leaders as well as the Taliban, while also coordinating with Pakistan to create space for itself in possible political deliberations on the future of Afghanistan. This is something of a rapid change in China's plans. Until 2 years ago, Chinese strategists regarded Afghanistan as solely an American concern. Washington broke it and should therefore be responsible for fixing it. Now, Chinese state-owned enterprises, or SOEs, are the largest investors in Afghanistan's mining and drilling sectors, and Afghan officials speak of Chinese investment as central to ensuring that the national government in Kabul will remain in power after 2014. American analysts, for their part, have undergone a similar transition, going from criticizing Chinese companies for riding on the coattails of U.S. security to openly advocating that Beijing take a leadership role in post-withdrawal Afghanistan, and are happy that China is buying into the idea. The process has already begun. China's investment in Afghanistan ranges from burgeoning trade associations to the increasing dominance of wireless sector infrastructure by telecom giants Huawei and ZTE, to cooperation on heavy industry with a China-financed steel smelter planned for Kabul. Other Chinese SOEs won contracts to develop the world's second-largest copper mine and construct a coal-fired power plant and a railroad. But the project's plans to destroy priceless Buddhist relics in the extraction area garnered significant negative press, forcing the SOEs to delay the start date until at least 2014 or later, depending on how the security questions are answered. The mine, about 25 miles south of Kabul, was celebrated as the biggest investment in Afghan history when it was announced in 2007 and seen as the centerpiece of the government's hopes to be more self-sufficient. China Metallurgical Group, a Beijing-based conglomerate, signed a deal valued at about $3 billion for 30-year rights to mine the site, which is thought to contain the second richest unexploited copper deposit in the world, an amount equal to more than 1/3 of the copper reserves in all of China. China Metallurgical Group was supposed to begin mining this year, but it's done hardly any of the preliminary work required, including basic planning and a major feasibility study that's now overdue. Their failure to proceed with developing the mine is a major blow to Afghan and U.S. hopes that Afghanistan can become a self-sustaining nation once the U.S. and other international militaries have departed. Estimates of the royalty payments to the government when production hits its stride range from $250 million to more than $500 million a year. Well, that would be a significant addition to the government's income, which was about $2 billion in 2011. For years, the Afghan government has touted the nation's mineral wealth as the heart of its economic plans, and U.S. officials have estimated the value of mineral deposits at perhaps $1 trillion, while the Afghan government has claimed they're worth $3 trillion, but no one really knows. Whatever the true amount, it seems that both the Chinese government and the SOEs that work closely with it have found that helping to mend a broken Afghanistan is more an opportunity than a burden. Now, whether this will translate into a leadership role for China in a post-U.S. withdrawal Afghanistan is still unclear. What is certain, however, is that Beijing aims to play a more active role in reshaping the economy of this fractious country. You're watching Biz Wire on the Blue Ocean Network. Stay tuned and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more in economic insight.